I just did, Miss Forsman.
Okay, thank you. So after this evening, the high school links will be removed. Obviously, we won't need those, but I will be posting the recorded event right on my same Canvas page. All right, so without any further ado, I'd like to welcome Ms. Sherry Leibowitz from International College Counselors again to share the high school and transition to college information, which is very, very important to you. So welcome, Ms. Leibowitz.
So much. Good evening, everybody. Can you hear me? Yes?
We sure can.
Can you hear me? Okay, fabulous. So thank you, Mr. Turturro, Ms. Forsman, Ms. Roberts, for having me to another one of these high school, transitioning to high school nights. I'm very happy to be here. As Mr. Turturro mentioned, I am a beachside parent, been a beachside parent for, oh my goodness, I think 8 years or something right now. And so I really know what you're going through and how wonderful we have it for being at beachside and how scary it must be for some of you transitioning to high school for your children who have been at beachside, maybe some of you for their whole lives. Professionally, I work at International College Counselors. We're a full service college advising company. We help kids with everything from figuring out what high schools they could be attending, what high school classes they should be taking, extracurricular activities, leadership roles, and then working on their applications, applying to colleges, creating a college list, scholarships, and all that other great stuff. So I'm going to just talk today about transitioning from high school, from middle school to high school. And any of you may be like, why is she talking to me already about college? And it's so far away, but it will come faster than you think. I'm sure you're like, oh my God, I can't believe my child is an 8th grader already, but college will come faster than you think as well. And the key to all of this is starting early, not procrastinating. It'll all give your child a better chance of getting into the college of their dreams, whatever their college may be. A Florida school, out-of-state school, private school, public school, Ivy League school, really competitive school, whatever it may be, whatever their dream is, just starting early really is the best way to prepare them for the future. Okay. Next slide, please. Okay, so the first thing is, what should my family consider when choosing a high school for our child? So you're going to be talking to a lot of high schools today, and really some of the buckets and some of the major things that I think you should be considering. To me, one of the most important things is academic offerings. So what you'll be hearing are options for IB programs and Cambridge programs. There's so many fabulous magnets that our high schools have right now. I know there's marine science, there's the Gifted Academy, there's if your child has learning differences, maybe something for them. There's pre-law, there's pre-med, there's the leadership, there's entrepreneurship academy. Really think about what is my child looking for? What will have the best academics for them? What kind of AP classes may they be offering? What kind of IB classes may they be offering? It's just something to inquire about. If your child is like really good at math, how far do they go in the math curriculum? If my child is really good in science, what kind of science classes do they have? So that's just something that we really feel strongly about considering for your child. The next is location. So we know there are some students that travel like up to an hour to certain high schools. Usually it's for like a fine arts program or for something really specific, an academic program or something that's, even some kids travel for sports, but some kids really prefer the school that's right around my corner. They could roll out of bed. Also comes into play, what time does that school start? So we've been very lucky at Beachside with a 9:15 start. I know when COVID hit and we were going to 8 o'clock, it was all like a shock for all of us. But some of these high schools, you want to look at what time do they start, and will my child be able to get up and function, at a 7 o'clock or 8 o'clock, or what time really works for my child, especially if they have to do a long commute. extracurricular activities, another one is important for certain kids. Once again, it comes down to, does my child like theater? Does my child want to really play, baseball? And so they want to be able to play baseball, for the whole duration of high school and not only play in 11th grade or 12th grade, or they really want robotics or to be on a strong math team. So I think it is important to look at these activities, and it's a great opportunity to talk to the high schools. My child really loves creative writing. Do you have a creative writing club or art? Do they have some sort of program for that? Take that opportunity to talk to the schools and find out what they have for extracurriculars that your child may be interested in doing. Size. So a lot of the schools, the public schools, are 2,500, 2,000, 3,000, something like that, near us. But I know some of you are also looking at private schools, which are significantly smaller. So that is a consideration. We are coming from Beachside, which is, around 750 students, very small class sizes. And then they come into high school. So, some students love that. They want to go into a big school, and others, they feel that the child would be better at a smaller environment. And that's for you to decide and your child to decide which will be best for them. Cost. So obviously all of our public schools are free, which is amazing. And there's so many different wonderful public schools. But once again, I know some of you are considering private schools. But even the private schools differ in cost. So you have schools like St. Thomas, you have Chaminade, who are, I believe, last check, between 12 and 15,000 a year. Whereas you have schools like American Heritage or University School or Pinecrest or Posnick, which are closer to 30 to 35,000 a year. Some of these schools, all of the schools offer financial aid. So that's one thing to keep in mind, that all of them have that option of financial aid. And some of them do offer merit scholarships. So they usually have some sort of test that you need to take. American Heritage has a scholarship, University School has a scholarship, Posnick has a scholarship. Pinecrest does not have merit-based scholarships, but that's something that you can inquire about should your child look into private schools. College placement next is something that I think is also important coming from where I am. But where did these kids go to school? Where did they go to college? When they graduate, where are they going? Every school that you're going to meet with today, every public school, your child will get into a great Florida college, a University of Florida, Florida State University, any Florida college, wherever you go to any of these high schools, you do not have to worry about that. And I'm sure all of these schools also have placed some kids in Ivy Leagues and competitive colleges and private schools and all that. It's a great conversation to have. Where did your valedictorian, where did your salutatorian go? Where are you placing your kids? How is it, so it's called Brace Advisor, is the person who will then be taking on college advising once you go into high school. So, you could find out where did the kids go to college. You could see if you could talk to the Brace Advisor and find out. They're very busy right now. So their kids are applying to colleges right now, but at some point you could ask, where did the kids go to college? And everyone in the high school should actually know this. And ultimately, finally, what's the best fit for your child? So I know they'd like to, follow their friends or that sort of stuff, but every child is so different that it really is important to find what's the best one. Where will my child thrive? They're going to meet new friends. Even if they all go to the same high school, anywhere they go, they're going to meet new friends. And so just try to find that best school for your child and not worry about what you hear. And I know, and Mr. Turturro could tell you, that the students from the last years of Beachside have all gone to all of these schools that are going to be, speaking today, and they've thrived and they've done well. So it really, all of these are amazing opportunities. So just keep that in mind, that you don't have to go, oh, I hear like 20 kids are going to this school. Don't worry about that. We've had kids thrive at every other high school. All right, so next page. So what are colleges looking for? We get that asked that all the time. So grades and rigor are the most important factors colleges take into consideration. So at the end of the day, if you're maybe like a recruited athlete, I guess this is other than that, but grades and rigor. So your child has to do well. They have to get good grades, and they should be taking classes that are challenging. So we always try to say like a little bit more than your comfort level. So if they've been taking regular classes, maybe challenge themselves to take honors classes. If they're taking honors classes, maybe take an AP class or an IB class. Dual enrollments are also rigorous as well. So it's always important to just try to take a little bit more challenging, but to do well in those classes. We also have students who, they're a science person. So they'll take like all the top science classes, all the hardest science classes, but they're not English persons. So they're taking, regular honors and something like that. And that's totally fine. You don't want your child to be taking all, AP and stuff if they're not going to do well in them because they're just like, I'm a science kid, I'm a math kid, whatever it may be. Keep that in mind that like that's completely fine and schools recognize a strength. And the child shouldn't be getting bad grades just because they feel like I have to take all these hard classes because everyone else is doing it. At the end, they want to take rigorous classes where they'll do well, and get good grades in them. So moving on, colleges look at grades from all high school level. Ooh,
Sorry.
go back to all high school level. That's okay. All classes. So this is just an important key piece because I want everyone to realize if your child has taken at Beachside or is taking algebra, geometry, biology, if they're taking like Spanish online, if I don't know if Speech and Debate is a high school level class at Beachside this year, but any of those classes that are high school classes and all of them that I had just named, they will be on your transcript when the child goes to college. So it's important that your child, does well in those classes. And if they are having problems, look to the teacher, see if you need to get extra support for them. But these are all classes that the college will see. And then continuing on, of course, anything in 9th grade and 10th grade, 11th grade, and part of 12th grade. But it's so important for kids to realize that all of these grades matter and that the colleges will see them so to do well in those classes. Okay, ready for the next one. Okay, so how should my child make the most out of their high school experience? One of the most important things, so as I said, like grades and rigor are the most important things. Test scores are also really important. Children should, practice the test and do well on the standardized test. It's either the SAT or the ACT. And then what comes next are extracurricular activities, work experience, summer programs, all of that play a significant role as well. So when a child goes to high school, they have so many great opportunities. And what you'll see once again in talking to these high schools, they have so many great clubs or sports or academic things or community service opportunities, all these amazing things that your child should like try to do something. Join clubs, be involved in the school, especially as a freshman, try out. Oh, I never had the opportunities to do this before. I tell my son, I'm like, just try, as I told him this, I'm like, try every single thing that looks interesting to you, and then you can narrow it down. And I want you to do at least 2 things. So that's what I tell my kids. And I think that it's important to, just try it. And then you never know if you don't like it, if you don't try it, and you may love something and your child will never know until they try it. And you could always change. The beauty of it, like starting early, is you join all these clubs, you try it, and then you're like, oh, I don't like this, so fine, don't ever go again. I don't care, but just try it. And then you could always change and find something else that you may like and stick with it is a big thing. So I think I got to that to the next slide. Yeah, so a big thing of this is colleges like to see someone who's what we call like spiky and focused a little bit more than like I do writing and I do science and I do sports and I do theater, but you do it all like like a mediocre level. If you can commit to something and to start off as just a member of a club, and then so the first year they try out I keep going back to robotics. I don't my son's doing robotics. So if they start off with robotics and they're just a member of the club the first year, and then the next year they get a role of secretary, and the next year they're vice president, by their senior year they're like, I'm the president of a club, which is amazing to be able to tell to colleges. So they really like to see some sort of progress. And that's why this is like important to tell you guys now, just have them join at the beginning and then just move up with the whatever activity with that, whatever club it is. And we get asked this question all the time: is there certain things that colleges like to see? What's better than others? The colleges want like a diverse group of students. So they want someone who will be able to write in their newspaper. They want someone who will be able to, do book. They want someone who's performing or doing music, playing a musical instrument. They want someone who's, also speech and debate and science and all these other sort of things. But so it really doesn't matter what your child does, as long as they do a lot of it and stick to it and more like focused on it rather than dabble in a few things and just be mediocre at it. Okay, next slide.
Nope. Sorry, bear with me a second. Okay.
That's okay. All right. So next is, what else should my child be doing? So other than the extracurriculars and the grades and the test scores and all that, what should my child be doing? Especially now, staying healthy and active is obviously of the utmost importance. If your child is right now at home and that is the priority for everyone right now, and healthy and active and that sort of thing. Another good thing to do is creating an application activity list and adding to it over time. This is a big thing that we often see with our students, is that when we start working on their college applications in junior year or senior year, they don't remember what they did, or awards they won, or what club they joined, or what they did during the summer. Start early, and create just this list of things and just keep adding to it. So they start this thing and realize that colleges really only want to see what your child has done from 9th grade until 12th grade. So if they're doing something right now, middle school, awesome, but it really isn't going to matter to the college unless it's something like community service project that they started in middle school and have continued on to high school. But it's really great that like the child starts high school and they start creating this activity list and adding to it over time.
Ms.
College options. Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
I'm so sorry to interrupt you. I just wanted to remind the students should be telling their parents that we all have resumes we've started. In fact, we just updated them about 2 or 3 weeks ago. And that's the sole reason they're creating these resumes, is just to make sure they don't forget, all their accomplishments, their awards, their sports, their high achieving academics, all that. So they should all have resumes started.
That's amazing. Absolutely fantastic. Good. So you're getting used to it. Good job. Great. So you'll just continue doing that in high school. Okay, so exploring college options. You could do no pressure college research. So hopefully by this summer, we'll be back to traveling. One thing to keep in mind, the summer when your child graduates. So after, come June, when we graduate, that summer is high school for your child. And anything you do during that summer can go on the college application. So they can be doing something meaningful during the summer. They can be, visiting colleges. They could be taking a college program. They could be doing extra credits for school. They could be getting a job. They could be doing an internship. So it's fantastic just to keep in mind that, I go back, I sort of deviated, but, it's a good time also to be exploring colleges, but also to maximize that summer, which I think I have that as another bullet, but plan your summers wisely. So every summer they should have something. I know a lot of kids go to camp, which is totally fine, but maybe half of the summer they could do some other exploration of a summer program. Clean up social media posting and pages. I know Mr. Turturro does a fabulous job with reminding kids over and over to be careful with what they post on social media. And I'm just going to rehash that everything he's said to your kids is so true, because kids have been rescinded offers from things that they've chatted privately. So it's not only social media anymore, but it could be a private chat that they have amongst their friends that then becomes a frenemy who then shows it to the college. So it's not only social media anymore, but it's in text and chats, that someone takes a picture of it and they send it to the colleges, and they have rescinded admissions offers from this. So your child really has to be careful, and you must have that conversation with them. I talked about the summers. meet with your guidance counselor. So as I mentioned, at the public schools, they're called BRACE advisors, are the ones who are in college. They also have guidance counselors for each of the individual grades. The private schools also have guidance counselors to guide the students along as well. It's good to get to know your guidance counselor, because if your child is applying to a private school, the guidance counselor may be writing a letter of recommendation. Establish good study habits. So that's just something to try to do early on. Excuse me. Next page, and that's my last page. Also, it's just good to go beyond, as I had mentioned, like during the summer, if there's internships, job shadowing, community service activities that they can do, always fabulous. That looks good for the college. Look into scholarships. So if you're not familiar with Bright Futures, fabulous scholarship through the state of Florida. It's based on grades and test scores, or else you can get it through the Cambridge diploma or an IB diploma. So, but a lot of the kids, you don't necessarily have to go to a Cambridge school. You don't have to go to a school that has IB. You could still earn it through grades and test scores and community service. But it's something to keep an eye on, and I just recommend looking at it. Naviance, I know at Beachside we have access to Naviance. The public schools also have access to Naviance. If you haven't been on it, great way to look up scholarships, to do just a college search, to find out just a little bit about the colleges and the whole process itself. It's a free resource that's given through all Broward County Public Schools. And I mean, we use it for our own company, and it's fabulous that actually Broward County Public Schools has this for students as well. Seek additional help. So this is a really like strenuous, stressful, crazy, complicated process with regard to navigating high school, with regard to navigating college, with classes, with all that. There's nothing wrong with seeking help. Going to getting your child a tutor, getting a child a personal college advisor, like what we do. I mean, we work with students in public schools and private schools, going to any type of college that they're looking at. So I just recommend, before it gets too overwhelming and too, breaking up your home because of everything that's going on, just, seek help. If it's like the college advisor in the school or guidance counselor, whatever it may be, it's just always good to do that. Last couple of things: banish self-doubt. Beachside has amazing kids. They're going to do well in high school. I know that they're well prepared in middle school. So don't doubt them, and just have them get excited about high school and college and beyond. So that's basically my spiel. So good luck to everybody.
Wow, Ms. Leibowitz, thank you so much. The information you provide, I can't even begin. It's beyond invaluable. So thank you so much for joining us.
Welcome. My pleasure, always.
All right. And folks, again, we're recording this event. And if you do need any assistance from Ms. Leibowitz, you see her information right on the slide, phone number, email. Or you can always, if you need to reach out to me, I can always provide you her information as well. So thank you so much. Okay, so we'll move on to the next part of our event, which is to discuss your options for high school. And chances are you'll probably be going one of these routes, either to your home boundary assigned school, a private school, a magnet program, a reassignment, or even Nova High School, which is an option as well. For obvious reasons, we're going to focus on mostly the magnet program this evening, but I'll go through each of these, and some of them a little quicker than others. So the first option is if you are deciding for your child to just go to your assigned home boundary school. So for example, I'm just making this up. Let's say your home school is West Broward High School, and you're choosing to have your child just go to that school. The best thing for you to do is just contact the homeschool directly around spring of next year. And they can go ahead and provide you with the registration card and course selection card. Because we're a magnet school that feeds into many different schools, I don't always get the course cards and registration cards for all the children. So the best thing for you to do, again, if you're just going to your assigned home school, is to request information from them directly. The second option, private schools, we ask you to please contact the private schools directly for entrance and registration information. Again, we don't normally provide, presenters or information on private schools because the purpose of our program is to provide you information about the magnet programs, which is where we're hoping you will send your children. However, with that in mind, we do understand, I'm a product of private school myself. So, be sure to ask about transferring high school credit courses taken in middle school. I will tell you, St. Thomas has some different requirements than, say, Chaminade or American Heritage. Some of them want you to have certain grades in order to receive credit. So it's imperative that you ask the private schools that information if you're going that route. Okay, this is something that has already come up several times this school year about requesting records. So I'm going to go a little slower on this because I want to make sure we understand. Any principal recommendation, in other words, American Heritage, and I know Chaminade and St. Thomas off the top of my head, they always request a recommendation from the principal. Ms. Roberts delegates that to me, not for any other reason other than the fact that she knows I'm with the students every day. I know the students very well, and I appreciate her entrusting me with that responsibility. So any recommendation forms that need to be completed by the principal or the school counselor, you could send those directly to me. Any records or transcripts must go through our IMT in the front office. Her name is Fonda Ray Vigna. She's wonderful. She's very dependable. She's very organized. I will tell you, we will send those records directly to the high school. Now, this has come up several times, and I kind of put it in bold because I want to make sure we're very clear. Parents are asking for hard copies of report cards from this school year. Broward County Schools has not issued hard copy report cards since the second quarter of last school year. So if the school needs, like, for example, a first quarter report card or an end of the year report card from last year, there's only two ways to obtain that information. One is through a transcript, which you can get from Ms. Vigna, or the other one is through virtual counselor. And that's what I'm going to go through next, is how to access that information. So whether it's a private school or a public school, and you need to get a copy of FSA scores and or grades, the easiest way is through virtual counselor. Every student has the virtual counselor app in their Clever, in their Canvas. So once they log in and they go into their Clever, you'll see an app called Virtual Counselor. There's also a way for parents. You can actually create your own virtual counselor account if you wanted to by going to browardschools.com/virtual counselor. I will tell you the easiest way is just to log in with your child. Now notice I have on there that students have to log in again for virtual counselor. So let me explain that. And 8th graders, I want you to pay close attention to this. So when you log into virtual counselor on your Clever desktop, you're going to have to log in yet again. Why? I have no idea. It's just a county requirement. So you click on the virtual counselor app and you put in your student number, which begins with 06. And then you need to enter your password. Well, your password is usually the letter P followed with your birth date. Well, for some reason in Virtual Counselor, you do not use the letter P. You just type in your birth date as you see on the screen in front of you. Once you get into Virtual Counselor, there's where you can obtain the information you need, whether it be test scores or report cards or interim reports or anything that you need. Again, I want to reiterate, we do not have hard copies of report cards dating back to the second quarter from last year. So this is the same way we access an academic report. Again, the only other option is a transcript, and that could be obtained from the office. So here I just showed you a sample screen of a student, and when they log into Virtual Counselor, they highlight test scores. And from there, you'll see your scores from 6th grade because you did not take any FSAs in 7th grade. You just go to the top right-hand corner, click on print, And you can either save it as a PDF or you can print a hard copy, whichever you prefer. The same holds true when you want to look at, for example, first quarter grades. Thank goodness the student had straight A's. I'm glad I picked a good sample student there. Same thing if you wanted to see first quarter report cards, you're just going to click on marking period grades, and there's the first quarter grades. And again, you go to the top, click on print, and you can save as a PDF or print a hard copy. While I'm thinking of it, tomorrow is interim reports for the second quarter. The same holds true. You can go into virtual counselor and click on under student information. You'll click on interim reports, and you'll be able to see your child's latest grades for the second quarter. Again, these will not be printed and sent home this year. Okay, so let's switch gears and talk about magnet programs, which is hopefully the reason most of us are here this evening. So magnet programs, reassignment, and Nova High School. Those are the three basic options you will have on the school choice website. You'll be able to do all three. You can only choose one magnet program, one reassignment, and Nova if you want, or you can just choose one of them, or you can choose two of them. But the bottom line is only one magnet program, one reassignment, and one entry for the Nova Lottery. The school's website is browardschools.com/school choice. And that is where you will find all the information regarding applications for magnet programs. And you see the application date is December 1st through February 8th. Folks, I will tell you, those are dates certain. So if you try to apply February 9th, trust me, Broward Schools will be removing that site quickly. So it's not first come, first serve. In fact, if I can go on to my next slide, I don't know if any of you were able to join. I know our magnet presenters were. A couple weeks ago, Broward County Public Schools Innovative Programs had a live event on Facebook, and they spent, I don't know, well over 90 minutes to 2 hours covering everything about the magnet programs in Broward County. They did a phenomenal job. In fact, I liked what they did. One of the presenters actually did a sample application for the magnet program. I liked it so much that what I did is I video clipped it, and I'm going to show it to you here now so that you know exactly how to go on the site and how to apply without making any mistakes. So without any further ado, I'm going to go ahead and share that video with you now.
Web browser, I'm going to go to browardschools.com/school choice. Our website is packed full of information. Okay. With topics here along the left, and as I scroll down, you'll see announcements here in the middle and quick links on the right. When you visit our website, you may not see some of these banners and buttons you see here today, like Apply Now or Check Your Status. These will appear once we begin accepting magnet program applications. So to see when the next opportunity is to apply, click Timelines. This year, the magnet program application window opens on December 1st and closes on February 8th, 2021. The system opens at 8 a.m. and it is not a first come, first serve process. We will accept magnet program applications throughout the application window and process all applications received by the deadline based on School Board Policy 5004.1. All applicants will be notified on March 11th, 2021. So between December 1st and February 8th, click Apply Now. Here's the online application to apply. Notice that you will need to make sure you're using Google Chrome as your web browser. Then to apply, you will need a student identification number. If your child does not have a student identification number, please visit any Broward County Public School to have a student number created. Enter all of the requested information and then click Start a New Application. Once you are in the application system, confirm your child's information is correct. If it needs updating, contact your child's current school. Notice that my daughter Gigi's assigned school is Pompano Beach Middle. Gigi wants to study engineering, and Pompano Beach has a computer engineering magnet program that looks interesting. So instead of applying through this system here, I'm going to contact the magnet program coordinator at Pompano Beach Middle School to learn how Gigi can participate. I'm going to use this magnet program application to apply to a magnet program not available at her assigned school. I click the magnet program button. At the top of the middle school magnet program application form, I read the requirements and learn more about the application process. As I scroll down, I enter my information as her parent, and then I scroll down some more to see all of the different different programs available for sixth graders next year. Again, Gigi is interested in engineering, and I see that there's an engineering program at Crystal Lake. I click this link here to see the bus transportation zone. I live right about here, so Gigi may be provided with a bus if she's accepted to the program. So it's time to apply. I go to the Engineering and Environmental Science Program option for Crystal Lake. I click the option and then scroll down and see a section for sibling information. I have two children, Gigi and Bo. Bo is Gigi's older brother, and I have already completed a separate magnet program application for a different magnet program offered at Crystal Lake Middle School. I'm going to enter Bo's information here so that if Bo is awarded to his magnet program, Gigi would receive sibling priority based on space available to hers. As I mentioned, I already applied for Bo to attend to a separate program, and so I entered Gigi's information as a sibling on his application. Now that I'm finished with Gigi's application, I click Submit, read the message, and then click OK to confirm that all information is true and correct. This is the web page that confirms I have entered Gigi's magnet program application into the system. Here is the confirmation number. Here is the email where I will receive an email notification and all future other notifications. Notice that the application status is incomplete. This is because for some middle school and high school magnet programs, there is academic criteria. There is no academic criteria for elementary magnet school programs. So how do I complete this application? Well, I go back to browardschools.com/school choice, and I go to the check your status icon. I enter Gigi's information, click student search. Notice that again, this application is supported only in Google Chrome. And then I see Gigi's magnet program application. Notice that the system shows her application as incomplete because she is missing FSA test scores. So before the application deadline, February 8th, 2021, I need to send her 2018-19 standardized test scores to the Office of School Choice. If Gigi attended a Broward County Public School in 2018-19, the system most likely would have already had her standardized test scores, the Florida Standards Assessment, or FSA for short. But Gigi transferred from William Perry Elementary School in Virginia, so she doesn't have FSA scores. So I'm going to email the Office of School Choice the standardized test scores that she took in Virginia. I go to my email, which for me is Gmail. I create a new email, attach her standardized test scores, and send it to schoolchoice@browardschools.com. The Office of School Choice will upload Gigi's test scores into the system. Due to the high volume of application documents the office handles, it may take up to a week before the application is updated. However, it's my responsibility to check back on the Check Your Status webpage prior to February 8th to make sure Gigi's application is complete. So fast forward a week, I go back to the School Choice website, I go back to Check Your Status, enter Gigi's information, and see that our application is now complete. No further action is required, and I will receive the status of this application on March 11th, 2021. And that's how you apply for a magnet program with Broward County Public School. Go ahead, Broward.
Okay, so hopefully you found that information very helpful. And again, the information regarding FSA scores and or report cards. Those can all be imported directly from Virtual Counselor. You'll need to go there and make sure you save as a PDF or print, whichever you prefer, and just make sure you upload it to the school choice website. Just a couple, or actually one last point, and then we'll go ahead and begin with our high school presenters. This is something that comes up each year, and it will happen inevitably that not everybody gets accepted into the magnet program. I do want to clarify something. Each of the schools will tell you that there are requirements for entering the program, but what happens is they have a limited number of seats. So I have an example over here. If you look down at the bottom of the slide, example. So let's just say school A receives 100 lottery selections from the county. And out of that 100, inevitably what's going to happen is not all 100 parents are going to accept those seats. So let's just say, for argument's sake, 85 accept the seats and 15 do not. That means there's still 15 seats available for their program. So these schools will typically have a second and a third lottery, or as we like to call it, phase 2 and phase 3, until the program is filled. So please do not panic if you hear that your child was not awarded a seat initially. There is a second and a third lottery phase. A question I do get asked a lot is, should I reapply? Should I reapply? No, do not reapply. Once you put your application in for a certain school, if you're really set on that school, please do not reapply, as you will lose your initial application. So it's best at this point to wait it out. And then as time goes on, we can work on a plan. If your child still is not accepted by, let's say, May of next year. But again, I just want you to know not to hit the panic button right away. So at this time, I'm going to unshare my screen, and this is the highlight of the evening. This is where you get to meet with the magnet presenters. They're going to give you their presentation and share with you what they have to offer, why you should be going to their program. So I'm going to begin with Mr. Reginald Smith over at Hollywood Hills, Notre Dame. Mr. Smith, welcome.
That's right, Mr. Turturro, go Irish. All right, thanks again for inviting myself and the rest of the Magnet team so that we could highlight or showcase our different programs. Again, I am Major Smith from the Entrepreneur Leadership Military Academy. We often refer to as ELMA. It's a long name to remember. We are a school that specialize in leadership and building students. So we look at the scholar, leader, athlete, and the servant. We work with students. Our students' academics are priority. Most of our students who are in the program are taking AP, honors, dual enrollment classes. Next year will be our first year with the Cambridge program. So we're always looking to innovate and bring our programs to another level for our students. So with that being said, I have a video I would like to show so that you could see exactly what our program looks like. There are a lot of, like Mr. Turturro said before, ideas of what the Entrepreneur Leadership Military Academy is. However, it's based off of West Point's model, and we look to build leaders, and hopefully you'll get some idea from the presentation you're about to look at.
This is First Sergeant Valdez. First Sergeant Valdez, where are we right now?
We are at Hollywood Hills High School at the Entrepreneur and Leadership Military Academy.
Now, this is a military academy. Where's all the running and jumping?
We are more than just running and jumping. We are a college preparatory program. We have a high-end academics with a JROTC component included.
A lot of people, when they hear military academy, they have a vision what they've seen on television and movies. What's different from what people think and what actually happens in your classrooms?
Well, this program is very unique. Again, it's a magnet program. We're part of the many magnet programs available in the county, but we are the only one with the military component added to it. So what that means for these cadets is that they make a commitment to be well-groomed and to wear a uniform 5 days a week, and that's where the structure and the discipline come from. But other than that, the cake of the program is the academics.
What I like about this school is that because our numbers are so much smaller than the general population of the school, we're able to get a more inclusive education. It's more one-on-one. I'm able to take a lot more classes. I'm surrounded by people who are just as passionate about academics as I am. My dream job is working at Pixar. I want to be an animator or a graphic designer or something along that lines. Normally, you wouldn't think that someone in a JROTC program would be going into an art program, but here it's completely different. They help you find your passions, find your goals, and they help you achieve those goals. It's not going to be drilled into your head that you have to go into the military. A lot of us don't even want to go into the military, and that's completely fine to the first sergeants. They help you with what you're trying to get to, no matter what it is, even if it's something that doesn't require going to college, even if it's like a trade school or going into the military, they help you in any way that you need.
I have so many things to say great about the school that I don't even know where to start. I think these kids are high achievers, and one of the reasons why they're high achievers is because they're happy. They're in an environment that promotes learning. They do volunteers. You don't even have to ask them. Most of them have their volunteer hours, and they still want to do more and more and more.
First Sergeant Valdez, we're outside now. What's going on behind us?
Well, the cadets are in formation right now. This is part of the JROTC component of the academy. So this is what we do for a small portion of our day.
And how does this complement the academics?
The academy concentrates on 4 components: scholars, athletes, leaders, and servants. This is the leadership component of the 4.
This here is just a small portion of what you really do on a regular basis, correct?
Correct. We will do this piece right here once a week on Wednesdays and once a week on Fridays for physical training.
And other than that, you guys are in the classroom getting after it and really creating our future leaders.
Correct. The academic component is the meat and potatoes of the program. Again, it's rigorous, AP classes, dual enrollment. Many of them spend a portion of the day BC and then honor classes. So they have a full plate academically.
My son, he went to 4 different schools, and after he shadowed here, he loved the school, the curriculum, the class. So he decided to enroll for 2020. I love it. I think it's going to be perfect for him.
This is just one of the many wonderful magnet programs in Broward schools. How can they find out more about it?
Sure. You can find about all the magnet programs available in the county by going to browardschools.com/school choice.
If you want to head over to browardschools.com/school choice. First Sergeant, thank you so much.
Thank you. My pleasure.
So thank you, Mr. Turturro, again, for allowing us the opportunity to share our program. Again, we are one of those schools that ask for recommendations, as well as we have a different component. We also ask that all of our students are interviewed before they come into the program. Again, our open house is December 17th. It's going to be on Teams. We'll have all of that information over to Mr. Turturro so that he'll know how you guys can get in touch with us. Mr. Turturro, again, I appreciate it. You always put on a first class show every year. So thanks again for allowing us to be a part of it.
Hey, Mr. Smith, thank you so much. There's a reason I put Mr. Smith first. He's too shy to admit he has a history of family members at Notre Dame. So there's definitely the high standard there. So we definitely have to put him first.
That's right.
Okay. Another great follow-up act, Mr. John Lamb from Miramar High School. Good to see you, Mr. Lamb.
Thank you, Mr. Thank you again for hosting us tonight. We really appreciate it.
Definitely.
Yeah, I'm representing Miramar High School. We have 2 incredible magnet programs. We have the only aviation program in the county that has a dual enrollment agreement with Embry-Riddle University. And we have the International Baccalaureate program that represents the South. There are 4 International Baccalaureate programs, and we represent students south of Griffin. So if you live south of Griffin, you would have transportation if you want to go to the IB program, and transportation for the aviation program goes as far as Sunrise Boulevard, but it's a countywide magnet. I'm going to go ahead and present a PowerPoint and then be able to take any questions on the breakout room when I'm finished here. Okay. All right, Mr. Taturo, can we see that? Can you see my screen?
You're good, John.
Okay.
Sorry, Mr. Lamb, you're good. Thank you.
All right, thank you. Okay. Now, the International Baccalaureate program was developed about 40 years ago as a means of providing a common education for students around the world. It's actually recognized universally. We've had students graduate from Miramar High School and go to school in England. We had a student go to the Sorbonne in France directly from high school because they graduated with the IB diploma, and because the IB diploma is an international curriculum, it is recognized throughout the world. We have students in the finest universities in the country. We have students at every Ivy League school. We have students at a lot of the top liberal arts schools. We even have students as far west as Stanford, Berkeley, and UCLA. It really depends on several factors, what your goals are, what you want to study, as well as, a lot of people do the prepaid, so they want to do undergraduate in Florida and graduate somewhere else. There's a lot of opportunities. As a matter of fact, Ms. Leibowitz's fantastic presentation gave you a lot of information on the choices that students have. Okay, IB developed a learner profile. They want students to be inquirers, knowledgeable, thinkers, communicators, principled, open-minded, caring, risk-takers, balanced, and reflective. Basically, they want students who are going to be leaders eventually. IB provides quite a bit of experiential opportunities. We do a lot of experimentation, a lot of practical programs that actually assist in your preparation for college as well. IB has what's called a creativity action service component where the students will do community service, but it's not just service. Creativity can be dance, theater, things like that, and activity can be athletics. A lot of our kids participate in athletic programs. This is the typical Miramar curriculum over a 4-year period. You go from 9th grade. You have 1 AP required, an additional AP elective if you want. Then you have 2 APs in 10th grade. By the time you get to 11th and 12th grade, those are all IB classes, which means they're all college level classes. Traditionally, IB students usually have the highest GPAs in the county because they take so many high level classes. Last year alone, Miramar IB students earned over $9 million in scholarship money. Just to give you an example, the average high school graduating class gets about $4 to $6 million. And our students alone got $9 million. They average 30 semester hours of credit in college when they get there. And we've had students that got up to 55 and 60 credits when they transferred on to school. We have in the past the only IB program to have a waiting list in the county. We'll see what happens this year. A couple of quotes. IB is well known to us for excellent preparation. Success in IB program correlates well with success at Harvard. We are always pleased to see the credentials of the IB diploma on the transcript. And that's from Harvard and from MIT. Send us prepared students a la IB. It is the best high school prep curriculum an American school can offer. And that is reflected in the college acceptances. The common application actually asks the question, is this student an IB diploma candidate? Okay, our aviation science program is fantastic. We have a bunch of high-tech simulators. We're getting some new simulators in for next year. We have, as I mentioned, that we have dual enrollment with Embry-Riddle University. We also do a lot of experiential field trips. Our students go up in the Miami Tower, so they see the airplanes landing, and they watch the air traffic controllers landing the aircraft. They go to Fort Lauderdale International Airport and they get a tour of the entire aspects of the airport, including areas where most people can't go. We also have a Civil Air Patrol. We're the only high school standalone Civil Air Patrol program in the county. Okay, this is an example of the aviation curriculum and some of the introduction to aerospace science, UAS systems, private pilot, or the dual enrollment programs from Embry-Riddle University. Embry-Riddle costs about $70,000 a year to go, and students can get up to 24 credits from Embry-Riddle for free, basically for attending Miramar. Okay. Some of the jobs for aviation: aviation attorney, aviation medical examiner, flight physician. It's not just a pilot. We do have quite a few kids that have gone through the program that became pilots down the road. And you'll see on our website, it's not posted yet, but we have one of our students that has a video about his experience and becoming a pilot. But we also have, flight attendant, air traffic controller, flight instructor, airport manager, sky marshal, corporate pilot, and aviation mechanic. We have an aviation mechanics program with Broward College where the students actually go in the afternoon, their fourth period and their eighth period, and they spend the afternoon at taking mechanics courses at Broward College, and they can actually get some certification, and they can go on to Broward College and get the entire airframe certification and walk into jobs starting at $55,000 or $60,000 a year right off the bat. Again, the curriculum, we're going to have this posted on our website, so if you're interested, you can come by. You can stop in the website. This is our aviation maintenance program we were mentioning, and it basically is paid for by Broward College, and our students get the same education. It costs more money at Broward College because students have to buy tools and things like that. Our students are provided with those things as long as they're in high school. Okay. Our students in the aviation program got about $500,000 in scholarships. This young man that's in the bottom left-hand corner is a pilot. He graduated 3 years ago, and he's already been able to purchase his own plane. All right, for transportation, I mentioned students living south of Griffin for IB and south of Sunrise for aviation. We know about the application process. Mr. Turturro will let you know. Our open house will be held by teams as well. It is going to be December 16th at 6:30 p.m. I am the magnet coordinator for IB. Nicole Mangoni is the aviation coordinator. You can contact either one of us if you have any questions. And I think that's it. I look forward to hearing any questions you might have, and I'll see you in the breakout room. Thank you, Mr. Turturro.
Oh, man, Mr. Lamb, thanks so much. Yeah, I want to own my own airplane as soon as Ms. Roberts gives me a raise. Okay. All right, thanks so much. Excellent, another excellent presentation. By the way, just a quick heads up, these presentations are in no particular order, parents and students. I just, as I was sitting at my desk and I thought of the schools, I just wrote them down and put them together. So please do not wonder if there's any particular order to this. Each of these programs have something special to offer. And as Ms. Leibowitz mentioned earlier, every single one of these programs you hear about tonight, we either have currently or have had in the past beachside students there, and they've all been very successful. So just a little side note. I'd like to go ahead and welcome next from South Plantation High School, Joanne Cantloop. Hi, Joanne, how are you?
Good. Hi, Beachside. Good evening. I'm the
Good
magnet
evening.
coordinator of the Environmental Science and Everglades Restoration Magnet Program at South Plantation. It's the only Everglades magnet in the world. And we have the only animal science certification program in Broward County. It's a rigorous science, research, and field trip-based program working with real scientists, collecting real data that's being used to save our planet. Students are doing this all while earning high school and college credits. Some of the field trips include swim training and stroke perfection, slogging and airboating in the Everglades, canoe and kayak rescue, fresh and saltwater fishing to teach responsible angling, shark research and tagging, restoration projects in state and national parks, and visits to organic farms to learn how to grow your own food and live sustainably. I know Beachside does a lot of great work in the environment. And I really appreciate that. Students work on ongoing research projects in their 11th and 12th grade year, and they present to a public forum and earn scholarships. So when students get ready to graduate South Plantation, believe me, they are college ready. Our open house is January 20th, 2021. And it is an all-county magnet. So it doesn't matter where you live, students, you will receive transportation countywide. And now I'm just going to show a video so they can see a little bit about the program.
Hi, I'm Joanne Cantloop, the Magnet Coordinator at South Plantation High School, the home of the Paladins and the only environmental science and Everglades restoration magnet program. Managing the environment might be the most important thing humanity must do over the next century and beyond. Luckily, through crafted curriculum, grade level field trips, and community service projects, our students at South Plantation are doing just that. From the shores of the beaches to the grasses of the Everglades, you will experience nature like never before. You will learn to understand that we are all connected, so we're all affected, and we must work together to protect our planet. Taking honors, Cambridge, and advanced placement courses that are rich in science, research, writing, and communication, students prepare to be college ready, powerful leaders, and environmental stewards. You will have a great chance of getting into the college of your choice. Unique to South are our animal science and horticulture certification programs. If you love animals, are passionate about plants, or might want to be a veterinarian someday, South is the place for you. You will learn how to live sustainably. You will understand the true meaning of reduce, reuse, recycle, the true meaning of organic gardening and responsible angling. Offering transportation county-wide, Broward students can experience our friendly campus, rigorous education, endless support services, and the vast array of fun clubs and sports. You will make special bonds and friendships that will last a lifetime.
If you're looking for a fulfilling, fun high school experience, put on some purple and gold and join the Paladin family.
Thank you. And in the last slide, one of the girls, that girl, if you notice with the lacrosse stick, she was a beachside student, and she just won the Heisman Scholarship. So, and parents and students, I'll be available, as well as one of our 9th grade magnet teachers in the breakout room when we finish here. Thank you very much. And I look forward to seeing you a little bit later.
Oh, Ms. Cantloop, thanks so much. Just wonderful. Love all the green stuff you're doing for our world. I eat that all up.
Thank you.
Okay, next up, Ms. Santana, Marissa Santana from Sheridan Technical. Oops.
Hi, Beachside.
Ooh.
Thank you so much. My name again is Marissa Santana, the Magnet Coordinator at Sheridan Technical High School. You may recognize our name with Sheridan Technical College on Sheridan Street. We're the same school, but we're located 15 minutes north in Fort Lauderdale, north on 441. A misconception about attending one of the technical colleges is that students only use their trade once they've graduated with us, but that's not true at all. Our students go to college all over the country, and now we can even say out of the country. We have some in Europe right now. You can check out our website for where our students are going to universities and colleges under the Wolves Leading the Path tab, or check out our website for any more information. Please feel free to contact me anytime for more information, or you can call me. I'll have Leah explain the rest though.
Ms. Santana, did you, are you able to enable the sound on it? We can't hear the sound. Yeah, when you share a screen.
Oh, there we go. Got it. Okay, sorry, I'll restart it.
Thank you. Sorry, Ms. Santana, we still can't see it or hear it.
What happened?
We can't see the video or hear it.
Okay.
But we're getting a great picture of you.
Oh, fantastic. Okay, let's try now then.
Our programs include pharmacy tech, medical programs, culinary arts, business management, early childhood education, electricity and plumbing tech, carpentry and drafting, barbering and cosmetology, automotive service tech, and so much more. This environment encourages students to think about their future and promotes personal growth. Think about it. If time is money, then getting a head start on college credits will help you launch your career sooner. Here's a tip. Avoid spending time on things you don't have to. Overall, work smarter, not harder. In addition to our amazing programs, we have top-notch learning environments. The way we learn at STHS is far from ordinary. Do you want a classroom that doesn't look like it came from the 1800s? Tired of wobbly plastic chairs digging into your backside with nowhere to rest your arms? Do you learn best with modern-day electronics? Well, welcome to a Learning Head. We even have 4 separate lunch lines, each with amazing options to choose from. Of course, we have the national lunch available as well. But we take it a step further. Imagine a school with and the clubs. Oh, the clubs. There are so many of them. All are incredible and they provide amazing opportunities for our students. Clubs included are Art, Geek Out, NHS, Teen Readers, Women of Tomorrow, Ecology, Drama, Debate, Nu Alpha Theta, Music, SGA, Spoken Word, GSA, Key Club, and so much more. Extracurricular activities also include sports such as basketball, soccer, cheerleading, football, and we can't forget our powder puff games. Of the many after-school activities at Sheridan Technical High School, one of utmost importance is tutoring, and the best part about it is that it's completely free. Teachers, faculty members, and students are available for tutoring after school on Mondays, Tuesdays, Thursdays, and Fridays.
Okay, so after 3 times, it worked. You guys, I hope we're able to see it. However, if you had any issues watching the video, it is on our website, so you're more than welcome to watch it there again. Our open house is January 19th, virtually using Teams. I wish I was able to meet you all in person, but hopefully one day soon I will. I look forward to seeing you all virtually in the breakout session, and thank you so much, Beachside.
Oh, thank you so much. Wonderful. I happen to see a few Beachside students in that video too. I just happened to catch that.
You
So,
sure did.
All right, awesome. Thank you so much. Okay, so next, the ever so talented Miss Aris and Miss Smith. Now, no jumping around and getting the parents to jump up and down, please.
Well, we can't promise anything. Hello, scholars, and hello, parents from Beachside. My name is Dahlia Orris. I'm one of the proud magnet coordinators at Stranahan High School. My colleague and my partner in crime should be here. Or I don't know where she is. Unfortunately, we couldn't be together. Are you there? Yeah, oh my gosh! So, I'm going to start it off today by introducing one of our amazing alumni, and I want you to take a little look about his little journey at our institution. And then my amazing colleague is going to take over and show our presentation. I look forward to seeing all of you at our breakout session, and I would love to discuss our students we have 2 amazing senior students who are QuestBridge finalists and also Posse finalists. So thank you so much, and let's begin the sharing content, and hopefully I don't mess up. Okay. Actually, I messed up already. You see, so I'm going to stop sharing. I didn't include my sound, so I apologize.
No problem.
Let's start the show.
Hi, my name is Alex Akawi. I am a graduate from Stranahan High School's class of 2020 and a junior here at Nova Southeastern University. The Magnet program's curriculum has more than prepared me with the skills needed for post-secondary success. Through project-based learning, out-of-class experiences, and career development opportunities, I was able to secure a position in the hospitality and tourism industry that provided me with real-world experiences, which led to my current major, business administration. One of the best things about Stranahan High School is the preparation for industry certifications. While attending Stranahan, I obtained the following certifications: Business Management Technical Certification, Business Supervision Technical Certification, Business Operations Technical Certification, and a certification in Accounting Technology Specialist. One of the best decisions I made while attending Stranahan High School was participating in the Early Admissions Program via dual enrollments, which allowed me to ascertain additional college credits while simultaneously completing my high school diploma. I've also obtained my Associate in Arts from Broward College, graduating with highest honors and a total of $1.7 million in scholarships. In an overall sense, this program has allowed me to graduate with the Magnet distinction at Stranahan while simultaneously graduating and becoming a junior at NSU. If you're interested in Stranahan High School Magnet programs, my advice for you is as follows. Step out of your comfort zones, seek new and challenging opportunities, develop professional relationships with faculty and staff members, and to remember to always be an active and productive citizen in our Stranahan community. The Stranahan High School Magnet program has transformed me from a young adult to a young professional. I am determined, I am fearless, I am extraordinary, I am Alex Akawi, a proud Stranahan High School dragon.
Okay, and now I am
in healthcare and in health. In our School of Social and Behavioral Sciences, we train students what it means to be true leaders and exemplars in our Stranahan High School community. To help you be successful while navigating through your as our CTXO. We look forward to you joining us on January 14th and in our breakout room to learn more about our amazing programs, opportunities for early admissions like ALEX, as well as each of our magnet pathways, connection to dual enrollment for industry certifications and advanced preparation.
Nope, I think we had a little static there at the end, so I had to mute. Thank you, Ms. Orris and Ms. Smith, so much. Thank you. I know Stranahan, I know we have students at Stranahan as well. Great program, hear a lot of good things. So Ms. Swanson, Jessica Swanson from Dillard, welcome. Thanks for being with us.
Well, thank you so much. And we are just so happy to be here at Beachside. Dillard has 4 amazing magnets. We have emerging computer technology, we have digital entrepreneurship, we have visual and performing arts, and we also have Cambridge that is woven into our other magnets. We've had several Beachside students. For the teachers on here, you may remember Marcus Pierre-Louis, you may remember Nefertari Pierre-Louis and Adelie Pierre-Louis, and they are a great family. And for the parents that are listening, a great mom. And if you need to know how to get your kids through school, and they all get full rides to amazing schools, Duke and Marcus went to Duke, and Nefertari went to full ride to Duke and doing well. And Nefertari went a full ride with University of Connecticut, and she majored in digital art, which is with me in emerging computer technology. And she knew more about art than many of the students in her beginning class. And that's typically the case in the things that we do in our theme at Dillard. So if you're interested in robotics, video game design, our video game design section is taught by a professional video game designer. Our robotics team is the oldest robotics team in the state of Florida, and we are going to the international competition in Houston whenever that opens up because of COVID-19. And to list a few other: cybersecurity, film, animation, entrepreneurship, debate, all sorts of things that are interesting to you. So if you're interested, stop by, let us know, and I'm going to play a brief, and I promise you brief because it is 1 minute and 14 seconds video from Dillard Digital Entrepreneurship. So including my sound and the screen. All right. So our open house is November 30th, probably the first open house that you will have a chance to go to. So if you're interested in any of those topics, come check us out, see what it's all about. See, we've been here for 100 years. We'll be here for 100 more. Just let us know. Hopefully not me, but that wouldn't be the worst thing. So check it out, and we'll go to the next presenter.
Thank you so much, Ms. Swanson. You have me cracking up over here. Provided we get through this COVID pandemic, yes, hopefully we'll all be around for another long period of time. Okay, thanks so much again. Okay, next we have Ms. DeCastro from McFadden High School. Welcome.
Hi, Mr. Turturro. Great to see you. Love that location that you are shooting from today. Very inspired, very inspired. I see you got the stadium to yourself. I'm here for McFadden Technical College and Technical High School. We are very similar to Sheridan. So in the sense that both schools, we actually get 2 diplomas on graduation day. You get your technical certification as well as your high school diploma. So I'm going to go ahead and, for the sake of time, play my video. An important fun fact is that our school day starts at 9:15. So some of your students would love to hear that. All of our classes are at the AP level, though. So some people don't like that piece, but I think you should check all of us out and see what fits best for your student. So I'm going to share my video. Maybe I'll remember to include my sound. I will go to my screen and we'll hope for no lag. It didn't open up as it was supposed to. Do you see the screen?
Yep, see the screen.
All right, perfect. Sound okay?
Yep, sounds great.
Hello, and welcome to William T. McFadden Technical College and High School. Today we'll be exploring what McFadden has to offer and why you should apply now. We are proud to be an A-rated technical college and high school. So what do we offer? Well, we are not like most other high schools. We are a magnet school that offers college technical programs and advanced academic classes all the way up to the AP level. We also have around 600 high school students here at McFadden. So the classes are small and you get to make new friends easily. Small classes mean that everything is closer together so you won't get lost going to class, and all of the high school students get to have lunch together. Another awesome thing is that you will only take 4 classes each semester. Yeah guys, it doesn't get much better. Some of you may be wondering, what is a technical program? Well, it is a class that you take for 2 years that teaches you a specific skill and gets you certified in that skill. Don't worry, McFadden's #1 goal after you graduate is to get you a job in that field, if you wish. Although most of the McFadden Technical High School graduates go on a 2-year or 4-year college. With 10 different technical academies containing specialized programs, you're bound to find a great fit for you. Now let's explore some of the current programs available. TV production. Welding. Automotive service technology. Digital media multimedia design. Digital photography. Drafting. Optometric assistant. Medical assistant. Marine service technology. And dental laboratory technician. Our tourism and hospitality programs are a favorite because they prepare a world-class menu for our lunches. From burgers to sushi to crab cakes, we get the best here at McFadden. So come check us out. Join the storm.
Okay, well, that's just a sample of the programs that we do offer at McFadder. I want to share that our open house is on January 12th at 6:30. It hasn't been finally decided that it's virtual, but we highly believe it will be. Decisions made for our return in January will determine which way we go. That's pretty much all. We are on a 4x4 block, so students only do take 4 classes at a time. They don't have 8 or 7 like many traditional schools do, which is highly helpful. And our technical instructors are experts in their field. The drafting teacher has designed buildings across the world. The medical assisting teacher, he is in the military as a medical assistant, top ranked individual, and they do use real needles. So which makes us nervous. I walk in the room and it's inevitable. My blood is coming out. But they do a great job, and they're ready to go to work at graduation if they wish to, though over 90% of our students do choose to go on to college. So come and check us out January 12th, and thank you so much.
Oh, Mr. Castro, thanks so much. Not that we like to play favorites, but can you think of any great beachside kids who maybe came to McFadder at any given point? Just curious.
There was a Marco Turturro and a Dominic Turturro. There are a few others too. We actually get great students every year. But since I've already spoken with their father, they wouldn't be upset about confidentiality on that. So, and if you check out our webpage, we're going to start doing promos on the various graduates and what they have grown up to become, to see how they've used our tech certificates, even if they are not using the direct career at this time that they studied at our school. So, as you might be able to speak to as well.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
Great knowledge comes from all of us. The key is that the students choose a program, whatever school they select, that is true to who they should become and to their passions. And we're all experts on completely different things. So thank you.
Absolutely. Thanks so much again. Appreciate it. Next, we have from Fort Lauderdale High School, Mr. Dan Katz. Welcome, Mr. Katz.
Hello, everybody. Hello, Beachside. Thank you so much for having us here today. I apologize about the dark behind me. We're having some issues at the Katz household, actually in the Katz neighborhood. So I do apologize, but I'll get onto it and share my screen, and then we'll be able to hopefully show you something. Like I said, we are having some technical issues. So I will not be able to share something on my screen. Lily has been gracious enough to share something for me. But before she can pull up the video, let me just talk a little bit about Fort Lauderdale High School. We are the oldest school in Broward County. We have 2 magnets at our school. We have the Cambridge Magnet and we have the Pre-Law and Public Affairs Magnet, both of which are college preparatory magnet programs. We offer the Cambridge Diploma at our school, and the majority of students that come into either magnet do receive their Cambridge Diploma in 2 years. And then we also have the AP Capstone Diploma. That is through College Board. So the majority of our students in our magnet programs do graduate with 2 diplomas, both of which are internationally recognized. The Cambridge Diploma actually will grant you the Fulbright Future Scholarship, which is great. And I know that we were talking a little bit earlier before all the magnet programs came on, and some of the things to look for college were grades and rigor and taking challenging classes. We offer 44 college-level courses on Fort Lauderdale High School's campus through our Cambridge Magnet program, through our AP Capstone program, and through dual enrollment right on Fort Lauderdale High School campus. So your students are generally marketable when they apply to college, showing colleges through 2 different programs that they are ready for school. And we are also a traditional high school with all the fun things about it, with sports and clubs and activities, and your kids can stay as active as they want to stay. I do have a video to show you guys. We'll show you a little bit about what our school is like. And then, of course, I'm around to answer all of your questions in the breakout room. We are an all-county magnet, both of them. So no matter where you are, we'll have transportation for you. So Lily, if you don't mind, I really do appreciate it. Thank you so much. Awesome. I really do appreciate that. Our open house is January 13th at 6 o'clock. It is a virtual open house. So we look forward to hopefully seeing you there, and I'll be in our breakout room if you guys have any questions about Fort Lauderdale. Thanks, Mr. Shapiro. Appreciate it.
Oh, Mr. Katz, thank you so much. Appreciate it. And by the way, I saw some Beachside students in that video as well. All right, next, Miss Gillings, Kayla Gillings from Hallandale High School. Hi, Miss Gillings, how are you? Oh, you're muted.
Quickly.
There
Hello,
you are.
everyone. I'm Ms. Gillings, the Magnet Coordinator at Hallandale Magnet High School. I do have a quick presentation for you and also a video. But before we start, some accolades for Hallandale. We are a Magnet School of America for the 2020 school year. Also, we are one of the smallest schools in Broward County. So that means that family feel, especially you're coming from Beachside, that's a positive thing. Some of our classes will be smaller for you. Also, this year we have 2 brand new programs. We have an innovative program of Cambridge, and then we have hospitality and tourism. So you'll see a few things about it. Let me share my screen. Okay, let me try it again. Hold on. I'm going to log out and log back in. Maybe it's
Miss Gillings, do you want me to load it? I have one. I have a copy.
okay. Sure. Thank you.
You're welcome.
At Hallandale Magnet High, we recognize that our Magnet Academies allow students to pursue their interests, develop their talents, and become career ready when they are in high school. We are the Academy of Entrepreneurship, STEM, and Multimedia Technology. We have our Academy of Multimedia Technology. Our first pathway is Communications Technology and Graphic Design with Mr. Hempburn. Our second pathway is Digital Video with Ms. Brown. In the Academy of Entrepreneurship, we have 3 pathways. Our first pathway is Business Management with Ms. Knockin. Our second pathway is Health Science and Sports Medicine with Mr. Rivera. Our third pathway, which is new to our campus this year, is Hospitality and Tourism with Ms. Font. In the Academy of STEM, we offer the pathway of Cybersecurity with Ms. Augustine. At Hallandale, we continue to build leaders. We are looking forward to having you join the Charter family. If you have any questions, please feel free to contact Ms. Gillings at 754-323-0900. This was narrated by yours truly, Sebastian Nance, 9th grader of the Charter family of Hallandale High School.
All righty. Thank you so much, Lily, for sharing it. So I rebooted. So let me go back. And now you should be able to see my screen. Thank you so much.
Yes, we can see your screen.
Okay, so we're leading the charge by the proud principal, Mr. Howard. So we do have 3 phenomenal magnet programs: our entrepreneurship program, STEM, and also multimedia technology. And so this is our magnet team for the 2021 school year. So our entrepreneurship classes, business management, health science, sports medicine, hospitality and tourism, and our Academy of Multimedia Technology. We have our graphic design or communications technology and digital video. And of course, our Academy of STEM with cybersecurity. Entrepreneurship. With the entrepreneurship programs, we're able to build 3 different programs within that. Our first one would be our business management. So this is where students will build capacity and willingness to develop, organize, and manage a business venture. So if they're into becoming their own business owner, also if they're into creating business plan, owning their own business, this is where you'll get those leadership skills and problem-solving skills built within this program, business management. All of our pathways, they have an industry certification. With this program, Adobe Dreamweaver, and all of these industry certs will be taken into the career field. Health science and sports medicine pathway, this is with Mr. Rivera. The students are working as trainers for athletics, but students will be able to prepare to work in the health and fitness industry by being able to evaluate health behaviors and risk factors. So the students are able to do internships in their 3rd year as a athletic trainer with Mr. Rivera. Also, he has outside internships that students are able to attend. And it's not just if it's a foundation for health science. So you could go into any medical field. And with this industry certification, students are taking the EKG certification, in which a student leaving out of high school with this certification could make up to $40,000 a year. Hospitality and tourism, that's new to our campus this year, and it's emphasized the development of management skills needed in the hospitality industry. Living near the beach, beachside, Hallandale Beach, this is a great opportunity for students. It's a driving force right now in the economic growth with development, also hospitality and tourism management. Students are able to take careers in a hospitality way. Also, they're developing managerial and leadership skills. The industry certification for this program is ServSafe. And our STEM, so science, technology, engineering, and mathematics, is cybersecurity, in which sometimes you think about, oh my goodness, but think about it's teaching students about ethical hacking. Also in this program, students are able to tear apart software, hardware, they're building computers out. Within this, they're also working on network outages, technical problems, anything that's compromising a network system. That's what our students will learn about in this pathway. And we have 2 remaining pathways in our Multimedia Technology Academy. Our first one is graphic design and visual arts. This is the students, if you're able to do with creating flyers, you're also creating posters, business cards, t-shirt making. We have our own graphic and printing services right on our campus. So even for any teachers that's online, any parents that you're interested, we could even outsource some of your things that you need printed by our very own students. Within this program, they work on real world advertising problems and also carrying out projects to completion. So whatever is put in, the students are working to put out also, including with banners. I forgot about that. So that's in this industry certification, you are working with Photoshop, InDesign, Illustrator, and also Flash. And last but not least, we have our digital video production. And within this, they're bringing with communication skills, leadership skills, human relations, the safe and efficient work practices. She has also podcasting within her studio. The students are able to have a recording studio, and the industry certification that's tied to this is our Adobe Premiere Pro. And so Hallandale at a glance. So we do have Cambridge on our campus this year, our ACE English general paper courses that we have, ACE Environment Management, also ACE Media Studies, our advanced placement. So we have AP Bio, Calculus, Computer Science, English Composition, English Literature, Environmental Science, Psychology, U.S. History, U.S. Government, and also World History. The students are also able to obtain dual enrollment courses through Broward College and also Sheridan Technical College. We are a traditional high school, which we have so many clubs and so many sponsors that's tied to these clubs. We have our JROTC, we have a SECME club, we have Women of Tomorrow, we have an art club, we have Carter Care. So we have many different clubs on our campus. And just like our athletic programs as well, we have everything that you can imagine: baseball, softball, wrestling, golf, boys basketball, girls basketball, cheerleading, and volleyball. Watch that. And our Magnet virtual open house will take place on December 9th at 6 o'clock. So if you are interested, please stop by. Make sure, again, we have that 6 pathways. We have 3 phenomenal programs, and we're looking forward to seeing each and every one of you. Thank you for your patience and your time. I know it's getting late. Have a great one.
Yeah, thanks so much, Ms. Gillings. Yeah, I know. We do have 2 more presenters. And again, Ms. Gillings, thank you so much. At this time, I'd like to welcome South Broward High School. I know we have Ms. Hollis, Ms. Lala. Is it Lalachik or Lalachik?
It's actually Lalachich, but
Lalachich. Listen, I want to pronounce it right because Lord knows people botch Turturro all the time. Okay, thank you. I'd also like to welcome Ms. Brown, the principal at South Broward. Thank you for joining us. And also, I see Ms. Hickson is on the line. So just a quick congratulations to Ms. Hickson, and thank you all for being here.
Yes, good evening. I'm going to go ahead and get you guys started off. So good evening, Beachside. We're so excited to be here tonight. I hope everybody is still energized and ready to listen and hear a great presentation. I'm not going to speak at all about the academic programs at South Broward because our fabulous presenters are about to do that. I just want to share with you that we're so excited for the opportunity for you to be a Bulldog. There are fabulous academic programs at South Broward High School, but we also focus on the social, emotional aspect of our children as well, because every male that is on that campus, I consider to be my son. Every female, I consider to be my daughter, and I love them as such. So I'm sitting in the car. It's a little dark because many of my sons are playing on the football field at Cooper City High School right now, and my daughters are cheering, and both daughters and sons are in the band right now. So we're very excited for that. So sorry for the dark background as well. We want to make sure that you know that at South Broward High School, everything you heard in the beginning of the presentation this evening, we are fully prepared to ensure that your child will be college, career, and life ready. So that is our vision and mission as a school. But my personal vision as the principal at South Broward High School is that every person who comes on that campus is happy to be there, that we find a perfect place for you. Find your niche. Make our school of 2,300 smaller, that it feels like a family, and it does. We have a lot of students that come from Beachside. We were able to create a phenomenal PTSO program that we want to make sure that we want parents involved. You are an integral part of the high school experience. Many people think get to high school, nope, no more parents. No, we want you involved. Rachel Mazer, who came from Beachside, is our PTSO president, and we're so excited for you to get involved and be a part of this experience. So I'm going to turn it over now to Ms. Hickson, who, yes, congratulations, will be sworn in tomorrow with the Broward County School Board. She is turning over the reins to Ms. Therese Hollis as our Magnet coordinator, and our Cambridge coordinator, Ms. Sonda Lalachich. We also have on the call Ms. Yvonne Sherba, who is the assistant principal over curriculum. We have one set aside just for curriculum, not for students, just to make sure they are academically ready. So I love you guys already. I'm so excited for you to come to South Broward. Have a fabulous evening tonight, and I'm turning it over.
So South Broward High School is a traditional high school. It has all the clubs and the sports and stuff, but we have 3 programs. We have Maritime Marine Science and Technology, the ICANN, and the Cambridge program. So our marine science program is where you learn about marine animals, habitats, and how humans impact them. It has hands-on activities, and we're able to enhance the classroom work that way. We also have a marine service program where students can earn industry certification and summer internships in this program. They take skills that they learn in the classroom setting and apply them to the real world situations in the on-campus shop. We also have maritime technology where students can earn industry certifications. This program focuses on the technology that helps us study the marine animals, habitats, and how humans impact them. We also have an on-campus bridge simulator to learn how to drive large ships in various ports around the world, and also, as you saw, an aquaculture facility on campus. We do also have a summer program. You're seeing some of the marine technology and summer program that we offer on the video now. We do have a lot of 3D printers. We do have a Glowforge printer that we just recently received. So students are able to get a lot of that technology skill set as they're putting it into things that are related to the ocean. This is our aquaculture facility, as I mentioned. This is also part of our summer program where we work with Nova Southeastern to do technology in terms of how it relates to the ocean. We also are so blessed to have a shark club. We work with the University of Miami and Nova Southeastern to give students the opportunity to go out and work as true marine scientists in the field. We never let the students at the pointy end of the shark, but they do get to collect the data. We also, as I mentioned, have an ICANN program. This is integrating career and academic networking. Students will earn a diploma with a purpose. They select one of the 5 academies to focus their electives to help them gain real-world experiences and internship opportunities in a career path for their choice. The academies we offer include arts and humanities, biomedical sciences, business and entrepreneurship, engineering, and education. Our open house is January 6th, 2021 at 5:30. It says in the big gym, but I do believe that we are going to be hosting a virtual online. And I'm going to turn it over now to Ms. Lalachich, who tell you a little bit about the Cambridge program.
Hey guys. So my name is Ms. Lalachich and I am the Cambridge coordinator here at South Broward High School. And I just wanted to, sorry, I was waiting for the slide to come up. I just want to let you know that for the past 6 years here at South Broward, we've been actively growing our Cambridge program, and we've already had over 400 students that receive their ACE diploma. We offer a variety of ACE classes, and we continue to add more every year, and they also go hand in hand with our magnet curriculum. Enrolling in our ACE program is simple. If you're zoned for South Broward High School, you just have to let us know that you're interested in joining when you reach out for your registration information. And if you aren't zoned, you can apply through our magnet program. I don't want to take up too much time because I know it's late, but I will definitely be available for any questions you guys might have. And if you can't make it to the Q&A portion tonight, feel free to reach out to me via email. Thank you guys, and I look forward to meeting you virtually.
Thank you so much, South Broward High School. Wonderful. Yes, you're a neighbor school, and it's, yeah, we do send a lot of kids your way. So definitely, thank you, thank you. And last but not least, I guess because you were so patient waiting, Mr. Marco, I'm just going to say we saved the best for last. How's that?
Thanks, Mr. Tutoro. But I'm telling you, I love working with my colleagues in the magnet programs. Even though we're all from different schools, we work so well together. So I appreciate that. But we are all amazing and awesome, and we offer great programs. So I will start by saying that my name is Donna DeMarco, and I am the coordinator of the Gifted Academy at Plantation High School. My program is a little bit different because I can only take students who have what's called an EP, an educational plan, and who are identified as gifted. Just a couple points about my program, and I'll show you a quick video. First of all, I cannot believe the amazing students that we get from Beachside Montessori School. No, not Montessori, but Beachside Middle School, because these students have been rising to the top since the moment they walked in the door. I wish I could tell you who they were. I cannot because of FERPA, but they are incredible. And that's why this night is so important for us to come and speak to the parents. Our courses are gifted only students in their core classes: math, English, science, social studies, foreign language. They are taught by gifted endorsed teachers. So we really work to reach the gifted learner in the methods by which they learn the best. We are extremely personalized and flexible in how we teach our students. We do offer countywide transportation. Like I said, I have students all the way down from Miramar, Hallandale, all the way up to Coral Springs. You'll see in the video. we have what's called a 3-tier mentoring program, and I did put it in the chat. We pride ourselves on having a formalized mentoring program. First of all, when our freshmen walk in the door, the freshmen and sophomores are usually paired with juniors and soon to be seniors. So we have that little feel of there's always a friend in high school, especially this year because it was a really scary experience going into a virtual high school. Then we have in our study hall, which is also gifted only, those teachers are the gifted trained teachers, and they have a caseload of gifted students that they meet with weekly, and they do mentoring. And if there's any concerns or questions, it comes right to me. I'm the 3rd tier. I am also the guidance director of the school. So if there's anything that has to do with social emotional, yes, Mr. Tutoro, I see your face. I was made the director this year, yes. And it is an honor. And the students, all students, but especially the gifted students, do have a pipeline to me directly for any questions, schedule issues, teacher concerns. Even though we really don't have any, I have hardly any parent-teacher conferences with the Gifted Academy. And of course, college and career readiness. We will pride ourselves. And next year, we will see how many students will be getting into upper and top tier schools. I just want to mention, too, because Plantation is an IB school, if the student, no matter where the student lives, because we take countywide, they can also phase into our IB program in 11th and 12th grade. I know because there's certain IB boundaries, so our students can join our IB program. We did start Cambridge this year, and we have a very successful program with a lot of our gifted students. And of course, we do have on-campus dual enrollment or online dual enrollment with FIU, Broward College, Embry-Riddle, and we have a large AP course. And finally, a couple stats. The students actually that you bring us, we have actually the top PSAT scores in the entire school in every grade level. And 90% of our students in the Gifted Academy score in the top 20% of the class as far as ranking go. So we are loving it. It's very impressive. Let me just say one thing and I'll show my video. January 20th, 6:30 p.m. We would like to invite you to our open house. It is virtual thus far, but we have excitement and we're going to have IB and you're going to meet the teachers. You're going to meet the students. I have a 15-year-old that just scored a 35, which is 1 point away from perfect on an ACT. Okay, so without further ado, let me share my screen and pray that this works for me too. Let's see what we got here. I'm looking for the video. Let me unshare. Let me pull up. Okay, let's see. Oh, here we go. Oh, that's a Zoom.
If you need it, I can help.
Is that Lily?
Yes.
Lily, you're a godsend. Can you please help me? Thank you.
Yeah, but if you turn off your video for a moment, it helps with lag, we've learned.
Will do. Thank you. Thank you, Lily. See, we're all so wonderful. Thank you.
Did I include sound?
Hi, everybody. My name is Donna
Yes,
DeMarco.
you did. Wow.
It came and dropped. Hold on.
About our program, but instead of hearing it from me, I want to introduce you to some of our students so they can tell you what a wonderful, innovative learning program we have here.
So I came here because I was looking for a challenge, and at first I thought it was going to be hard to adapt because this school is so big in comparison to my school, but I made a lot of friends really fast and it wasn't all that different, and I feel like I'm being pushed to my potential here.
So yeah, we're here at Plantation. Plantation's great, man. You know, like I come from all the way from Cold Springs, and like so really long line, but I gotta say it's worth it. The teachers here, they're great. Like the math teacher here, he very close to the students. He gets really in depth with his lessons.
I joined the swim team, and they made it easy for me to integrate to it.
The Gifted Academy has given the opportunity, in my case, for the conception of a new club, which has in turn made me, I think, more sociable and given me the opportunity to connect with other people with similar interests.
The Gifted Academy, it provided me a very nice experience as far as social. It's not necessarily isolated, but it's very intimate. So with the people around you, you get to form different bonds and nice bonds in many different ways. So not only are you guys like friends, but you guys can stay on top of each other and make sure you guys keep each other on track, that you can be the best too, that you can be also.
last year I wasn't in gifted, but I did experience the school, and I've noticed that in gifted I have a more centered experience around my education, and my teachers are all really aware of what I'm doing.
The Gifted Academy provided me with an opportunity that I know I wouldn't be able to get at any other school. With the Gifted Academy at Plantation High School, I have been able to start college with dual enrollment and started my first class during the summer, and it went really well, and I'm glad that I got that opportunity here at Plantation High School's Gifted Academy.
I'll make sure. I'm sorry.
I was just saying that was our building dedicated to gifted, and thank you so much, Mr. Tutoro, and to Lily.
Oh, no, thank you. All right. Thanks again. Okay, so everybody, we finally made it through the presentations. I hope everybody understands why I do this. It's not, for anything. But like I said, there's a lot of misinformation out there, and I just want to make sure everyone is aware of what our county has to offer. Wonderful schools, wonderful choices. With that in mind, at this time, I'm going to ask the presenters. Thank you overall once again. Go ahead and log off. I know you need to get to your meetings. I'm so grateful to each of you, and thanks so much. For the parents, remember that this is the breakout session. So if you go back to my Canvas page, you'll be able to see the links for those breakout sessions. Feel free to join. Make sure you do leave in between meetings. Otherwise, at the end of the night, you might have 6, 7 meetings open at one time. So that's important to make sure you leave a meeting before you join another one. And that pretty much concludes my presentation. So parents, thank you again. For your time. Presenters, thank you. Ms. Leibowitz, thank you. Ms. Roberts, Ms. Forsman, thank you all so much. And at this time, go ahead, folks. You're welcome to join the breakout sessions. And you're also welcome, if you want to do any Q&A with me, I'll stay on the line as well. So again, thanks everyone, and have a great evening.